Hi, everyone. So today we're taking a look at writing equations of lines given 2 points. This is a topic that we've covered a couple times this year. The reason that we're coming back to this is next week you're going to be working on a project to end off the year, and you're going to have to write the equation of a line given 2 points. All right, so our objective is that I can write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form when given 2 points that the line passes through. Now, a couple things that you're going to need for today's notes is how to find the slope of a line. So again, that's m represents our slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now remember x1, y1, that's the first point that's chosen. x2, y2, that's the second point. As far as how you order those points, it doesn't matter. You would get the same slope whether you put your first point as x1, y1, and your second point is x2, y2, or you switch them. They're interchangeable, as long as the x and y's align. Then you're also going to need slope-intercept form. So for slope-intercept form, that's y is equal to mx plus b, where m is your slope, b is your y-intercept, and xy is any point that's on the line. Now, the steps that you're going to have to follow is you're first going to have to figure out what the slope of the line is, and you're going to write a general equation of a line that has that slope. After you do that, you're going to choose one of the 2 points to substitute in for x and y to solve for b, which is your y-intercept. Once you have your slope and your y-intercept, you then want to write the equation of your line in slope-intercept form. So let's start with example 1. Since it's been a while since we've done this, I'll label the points for you for example 1, but examples 2 and 3, I'm going to let you guys do that on your own. So I'm going to call this point x1, y1, and this point x2, y2. So first thing I need to do is figure out my slope, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1, so negative 5 minus 3 over x2 minus x1, so 2 minus 3, which is going to give us a slope of negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8 over 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So that's a slope of 8. Okay, so our general equation is going to be y is equal to 8x plus b. Now, the reason I call this the general equation is because this is the equation of a line with a slope of 8, but we don't know what the y-intercept is. So this could be any line that has a slope of 8. We need to figure out what the y-intercept is in order to find the line that passes through these 2 points. So to guarantee that, we're going to pick one of these points. I'm just going to choose my first point, which is 3, 3, and I'm going to substitute that in. So 3 is equal to 8 times 3 plus b. Now my goal here is to find my y-intercept to make sure that I have the unique line that passes through the point 3, 3, and 2, negative 5. So I have 3 is equal to 24 plus b. I'm going to subtract 24 and get negative 21 as my b value. And then remember the question's asking us to write the equation of a line that passes through these points. So once I have my slope and my y-intercept, my final answer is going to be y is equal to 8x minus 21. Okay, moving on to number 2. Now I'm going to jump right into this. You can label your points however you want. You could label this point as x1, y1, or x2, y2. It doesn't matter. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my slope. So my slope is going to be y2, negative 9, minus y1, which is 3, over x2, which is 3, minus negative 1. Then we're going to simplify that. We have negative 12 over 4, which is a slope of negative 3. So we write our general equation, which is y is equal to negative 3x plus b. Then we want to find our y-intercept. Again, I'm just going to choose my first point, but that's up to you what point you want to choose. If 3 is equal to negative 3 times negative 1 plus b. So I have 3 is equal to 3 plus b. If I subtract 3 from both sides, I get that my b value is 0, which if your b value is 0, that means your y-intercept is 0, which means that your line passes through the origin. So take note of that. And our equation is going to be y is equal to negative 3x plus 0, or we could leave it as negative 3x. All right, and our final equation. Start by finding our slope. So 4 minus 7 over 10 minus 4 gives us negative 3 over 6, which is a slope of negative 1/2. I would highly recommend reducing here. Makes it easier when you actually go to graph a line. You'll see in geometry or sometimes in algebra, there are times that you might not want to reduce. Anytime that it comes to graphing, you always want to reduce. It makes it a little bit easier to graph. Okay, so we get our general equation, which is y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus b. Okay, now we're going to substitute in one of our points. Again, choosing the first point, you could choose either one though. So we have y is 7 is equal to negative 1/2 times 4 plus b. So we have 7 is equal to negative 1/2 times 4. Half of 4 is 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides. We get our y-intercept is 9. And then we're going to substitute this in to write our final equation. Y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 9. All right, that is it for today. Please complete the problems on your weekly assignment and reach out if you guys have any questions. Have a great day, everyone.